So you're probably wondering from the title of this video, how could I possibly invest in Bitcoin with just $300 if one coin is currently trading for over $18,000? What's going on, guys? It's Hunter, and if you're new to the channel, I make videos on investing and trading in the stock market, so make sure to go down and smash that subscribe button and join the team. So with all the Bitcoin hype in the market right now, investors find themselves wondering, one, is it too late to invest in Bitcoin? Or two, how could I just have a little bit of crypto exposure in my portfolio without spending $18,000 to directly invest in Bitcoin? And I do know that some platforms allow you to invest in crypto with fractional shares like this, where you can type in how much money you want to invest, and then you're able to own a small portion of Bitcoin, Ripple, or whatever the crypto might be. But I'm actually referring to a stock that you can buy directly through your brokerage that has a ton of Bitcoin exposure. This is the first publicly traded company to convert a large portion of their balance sheet to crypto by investing nearly all of their excess cash in Bitcoin. So the success of the company and stock moving forward will be very much in line with and affected by Bitcoin's performance. So I'll make this video straight and to the point, and definitely let me know what your thoughts are about this stock in the comment section below. The company I'm referring to is MicroStrategy, which is a business intelligence company that creates software and develops cloud-based services for businesses all over the world. They're a leader in the software industry, and they're run by billionaire Bitcoin bull Michael Saylor. Saylor has gained quite a bit of recognition recently for his crypto investment outlook and is now using his company to take his investments to the next level. The ticker symbol for the stock is MSTR and is currently trading at $284 a share. So initially, MicroStrategy invested $250 million into Bitcoin back in the beginning of August, which came out to roughly 21,454 coins. But since then, Bitcoin has gone on a huge run, and MSTR has closely mirrored that rally as it has more than doubled in just the past few months. And if you compare the two side by side, you can see that the stock is clearly linked to Bitcoin's performance, and both are beating the overall S&P 500 by a long shot. So now more and more investors are quickly starting to realize this and are even describing the stock as a Bitcoin proxy, or another way to invest in Bitcoin. Now, even though this is not a way to directly invest in Bitcoin, it could be a safe and effective way to at least get some exposure to Bitcoin, as the two clearly have a very high correlation. And since not all brokers allow you to directly invest in Bitcoin at the retail or institutional level, investors are actively looking for ways to gain a little bit of exposure as the hype just seems to increase every single day. And despite the recent rally in MicroStrategy stock, this really could just be the beginning, as Saylor's been very open about his plans for the future and says he will continue to invest the company's cash into Bitcoin as it is a good hedge against inflation, and he thinks it's probably the best place to keep his cash. Just last week, on December 4th, Saylor invested an additional $175 million into Bitcoin, bringing his total up to 40,824 coins. This brings his cost basis, or the amount that he had initially invested in Bitcoin, up to $425 million, and after the recent rally, his investment is now expected to be worth upwards of $750 million. This makes MicroStrategy the company with the most gross long exposure to Bitcoin, and even though there are some ETFs out there like GBTC that are designed to track and follow Bitcoin's price, similar to those that track the S&P 500, with MSTR, you're essentially just long the company's balance sheet, and the stock will likely continue to mirror Bitcoin's moves as the company continues to invest more and more of their cash into crypto over the next couple of years. And if you think $425 million is a lot, Saylor just announced 2 days ago that his company is raising an additional $550 million through convertible bonds to invest in Bitcoin right now. If he's successful and continues to allocate hundreds of millions of dollars to Bitcoin, this could be a big catalyst for the stock, especially if we see crypto continue on this aggressive upward trend. So obviously he is a big believer in Bitcoin in the long run, but the main reason that he's doing this is to hedge against inflation, meaning that if he held all this cash over a long period of time, he would actually end up losing money because the value of our dollar continues to depreciate. So here's a chart of our dollar, which can be tracked with ticker symbol DXY. And you can clearly see that this has been slowly breaking down throughout the years, and a lot of investors expect this trend to continue. So if you held any amount of money in cash, you would essentially be losing a certain percentage a month due to inflation. So Saylor has really adopted Bitcoin as a reserve asset or savings instrument with a ton of upside. And one of the reasons why there's a lot of upside here is because we might see more and more companies follow in his footsteps and start to use crypto as a form of their capital allocation strategy. Just yesterday, we saw MassMutual invest $100 million into Bitcoin, and if we see companies start to use Bitcoin as a reserve asset, this could start to increase the demand very quickly. And if more of these billionaire investors realize that Bitcoin could be a safer and more secure place to keep your funds over the long term, then we could really start to see the price skyrocket. Now, I'm not saying go out and invest in the stock right away, as there's obviously a chance that Saylor's plan does not work over the long term, but I definitely think it is an interesting and unique stock to pay attention to with all the crypto exposure. So definitely let me know what you guys think about this stock in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. So with that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.